And it's the Outcast Podcast coming to you live on YouTube. So we're waiting to see when court is going to start. We had a original start date time of 8:45. It switched to 11. Now it's switched to 12. We have some inside people in the courtroom. We've been watching their Twitter feeds and their YouTube feeds, and it appears that there's possible plea negotiations going on right now. It appears that each one of the defendants is going to Fonnie Willis's office upstairs, meeting with her one-on-one. So we could be getting plea deals out of this situation. I don't know if everybody's going to take one or not. Young Thug probably will not. He's probably going to hold out for a mistrial, or he's going to take something that is a misdemeanor, time served, that doesn't affect his ability to travel as a rapper to other countries. Canada would be out of the way. England would be out. Most of those foreign countries would be out because the misdemeanor is a felony in Canada and certain parts of England. So that would eliminate some of his travel as a rapper to some of these foreign countries. But we don't know exactly what's going to happen yet. We are waiting. We're going to leave the feed up. We'll play a little bit of, I was going to play some music, but I'm just going to leave the feed up right now. The Young Thug trial, we're going to wait and see what happens here on the YSL Watch on the Outcast Podcast. It's a YSL Watch. We're waiting to see what happens. Everybody's up in the air. We're getting multiple different stories out of the courtroom from multiple different people, multiple sources. So I don't want to believe any of it until I see what happens in person here whenever court starts. So I'm just going to leave the feed up, and whenever it starts, I'll jump in. This is the Outcast Podcast coming to you live on YouTube. Continuing coverage of the YSL trial, day 151. Again, we're waiting to see if there's going to be a mistrial or if there's been plea deals accepted. If there's been plea deals accepted, of course, they have to do it in court on the record. So you would probably see 6 plea deals hearings today, or you may see 1 or 2. We had one attorney yesterday that said, yes, I'll take a mistrial with prejudice. Give it to me. And at that point, unless she does something different and tells the judge something different, she could possibly get her mistrial. That would be down to 5 defendants. When the camera panned back to the judge, nobody was really sure, watching the feed because we're not in the courtroom, how many other attorneys raised their hand and said, yeah, I'll take a mistrial without prejudice. Brian Steele would probably happily take it because he's under that speedy trial motion. They only have so long before that kicks in, and his charges get dismissed with prejudice anyway because he wasn't properly tried at the right speed. So, that's nor here nor there. But I would not put it past the state to pull some shady stuff right now to try to get their way. This is the Outcast Podcast. We are waiting. We're showing a 46-minute window right now for court starting at 12. The judge may stick to that, or the judge may come in early. It just depends on what Fonnie and them have done as far as plea deals or or mistrial or whatever is going to happen. Nobody really knows for sure. Uh, if this trial ends today, we'll pick up on something else and we'll go from there. But this is the Outcast Podcast coming to you live on YouTube. Hopefully everything goes good today and we get some kind of a answer. There is fear that um, Judge Whitaker may turn around and say, hey, I'm not going to grant a mistrial at all, um, with prejudice or without prejudice. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep pushing. And then your recusal motions will come in. But we're going to sit here and watch. This is the Outcast Podcast coming to you live on YouTube. YSL Day 151. Folks, how's everything going? As we sit here and wait to see if what we're going to get today, what's going to happen today. Is there going to be a mistrial? Is there going to be plea deals? Is this going to be the last day that we have this trial? Are all these creators who built their channels on this one trial going to find something to keep themselves going, or is this going to be the end of it for a lot of people? Inquiring minds really want to know, and none of us really know where to go with this at all. It's unbeknownst that we really don't know what's going to happen here. Nobody really knows what's going to happen, when it's going to happen, how, where it's going to happen, because this judge has been so far all over the world with her rulings and her decisions, and she's been coaching the state. Yesterday she was telling the state, I'm trying to fix your mess, and 10 months wasted and 12 months wasted or whatever. That's not her job. Her job is to run the courtroom. And at that point, she should have been like, well, you know what? This is your 900,000th time doing this, and we just cannot do this anymore. But no, she just, I don't know what she was thinking. Why she does things the way she does it. It's hard to say. I do know that she needs to get her stuff together as a judge and do whatever it is she's going to do. And she needs to end this trial. If she's going to end it, she needs to keep the trial going. She's going to keep it going, and she needs to be precise with what she's doing. She's way too all over the place. It's just, I don't understand it. But this is the Outcast Podcast. Again, we're just waiting for court. Shows a 41 minute, a little over 41 minutes, around 42 minutes before trial is set to start. The court is set to start again. So we'll just have to see what happens. And YouTube is running very, very slow today, folks. I don't know what's going on, but it's having some very big issues today. and I noticed there's a couple other. I'm gonna reboot real quick, folks. I'll be right back. The feed will stay up, hopefully, for a moment. But I'll be right back. I got to restart. So I think the feed stayed up, so I'm hoping it did. It's showing I'm still live.
So I honestly,
Oop,
I'm not sure how that would work,
that's
but I
definitely
haven't
the
seen
wrong one.
anything that's.
Yeah, I was watching Classy Beats. Why isn't my all right, there we go. But anywho, we're gonna sit here, we're gonna wait and see what happens. We're hoping for I'm hoping for mistrials. I'm hoping these guys did not get stupid and take bad plea deals, which is possible that they did that. But that's we're hoping they didn't. We're hoping that they did not go and take a bad plea deal. I had I'm having such a hard time today with this computer. I don't know what's going on. But we're just gonna wait and see what happens here. We're 36 minutes from a start time according to law and crime. Their feed again, I don't know exactly. Um, I don't know how accurate that's going to be. all we can do is just sit and wait and see what happens. I've got it up now. I got it up early just in case we get, early start time, but it's hard to say. This is the Outcast Podcast, YouTube. What do you think is going to happen today? Do y'all think it's going to be the end of the trial today for everybody? Or are we just going to have one of those days where a few people take a plea deal and the rest of them say, nope, I'm going all the way, or I want a mistrial? We just have to wait and see what happens. That's all we can do. You can't do it so much here. You can't wait with so much. You can't weigh into this with so much. All right, Outcast Podcast. I'm gonna throw some music on here, and we're just gonna wait and see what happens and hope for the best here and expect the worst. But Outcast Podcast coming live on YouTube. Wait to see what's happening with it. Okay, everybody, we're still waiting to see what's going to happen here. YSL Day 151. There's rumors coming out of the courtroom that there are plea deals being worked out. There's rumors coming out of the courtroom that mistrial is going to be declared for some of them. We're getting some information out of there. We're not getting information. It's up in the air. I would say just don't get your hopes up. Don't think about anything like that until we know for 100% sure what's going on. Not to stress things out right now. Don't worry about it. We'll know what's going on soon enough. We got about 12 minutes or so, 17 minutes, according to Law and Crime, before court starts. We have heard that all of the defendants were meeting one by one with Bonnie Willis in her office. We have, like I said, I've heard from a couple of different people that some defendants have taken plea deals. I don't know if all of them are going to take them. Jeffery Williams, if he takes anything, is going to be a misdemeanor with time served. He's not going to do anything that's going to ruin his ability to travel as a rapper. Even a misdemeanor is going to keep him out of Canada. It'll keep him out of parts of England, parts overseas. That a misdemeanor here in the United States is a felony there. So it's just going to be a sit back and look and see what's going to happen type of deal. It may be that everybody takes one, but Jeffery Williams, and he winds up asking for a mistrial, gets the mistrial, and if he is under a speedy trial motion, and some people are saying that doesn't exist, but if it does exist, then he will have his ability to, they'll have like 2 months to get this thing going again, or he'll be off scot-free. We're going to sit back and relax here. We're just waiting to see what happens. This is the Outcast Podcast coming to you live on YouTube. Day 151 of the YSL trial, which could be the last day, by the way. We'll just have to wait and see what happens right here on YouTube. All right, folks, we're getting a feed from the courtroom now. I don't know what's going on here, but all right, so we're going to sit here now. We got a feed from the court. So let's switch screens here real quick and get this to full screen. Get rid of the chat. So we're just going to sit here now and wait and see what happens with court. We're live, which means either we're getting ready to go any second now, or Law and Crime is just sitting here waiting patiently like the rest of us. But will there be a mistrial? Will there be plea deals? Inquiry minds want to know. Nobody really knows that. Sad part about it is we have no clue if this is going to be the last day of YSL, or is there going to be more? We just have to see. But it is what it is, folks. This is the YSL trial, day 151 live here with the Outcast podcast. Greg sitting in here with you today. I've been watching Classy Beats, Cat Knight Williams, and they've got sources I don't have, but it really appears like this could be a up and down day with YSL. It's either going to be a mistrial for everybody, mistrial for some, plea deals for everybody. I mean, we don't know what's going to happen here. It's really up in the air, and that's really sad that we can't figure out what's going on because this judge has been so she's been all over the place. She's in a sense she's worse than Judge Glanville with that being all over the place. But we'll do what we have to do to get through this. But this is YSL Trial Day 150 Outcast Podcast 151. I said 150, 151 is the day, and we're just gonna wait back and see what happens. We'll just sit here and watch it together and see what's gonna happen. Okay, we got some movement inside the courtroom here. All right, so we got some movement in the courtroom here. We got the camera moving around. And we just lost the feed. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Huh. Outcast Podcast coming to you live here on YouTube. Continuous coverage of the YSL trial, day 151. And I don't know if we lost the. Well, the feed is there. But the question is now, where did it go? They may be bringing the defendants in, and they're shackled and everything when they come in, so they may be hiding that. We'll sit here and see what's going on, though. That's all we can do. Outcast Podcast coming to you live here on YouTube. Well, they've cut the feed, and we're not sure why they've cut the feed, but they've cut it. Some people are saying in the courtroom that there's going to be no cameras allowed. That would be a first. So we just have to wait and see what happens here. YSL Day 151, Outcast Podcast, YouTube Live.